you guys? I'm here and I'm going to be showing you how to make your own flower hairbands. So what you're going to need is a glue gun that you're going to have to use to put the flowers on your band, some glue sticks to refill because it's going to be a lot of gluing. You're also going to need different types of elastic. I have one that's about a ½ inch and another one that's about a full inch elastic band. I'm going to be using ribbon to do my headbands, and the ribbon that I have is actually a satin ribbon, so it's good for your hair. It's not going to dry out your hair like cotton. I have my big old sewing scissors that I normally use to cut up clothes and sew clothes with. And last but not least, I have these beautiful flowers that don't have any smell, but they're beautiful in color, and they're different types of flowers. So let's get on with it. So what I do is right now I'm pretty much taking the ribbon and I'm measuring half of my head, and I'm going to be measuring from the beginning of my ear to the other side of the beginning of my other ear, and that's pretty much how I measure out my headband. And then what I'm going to do is just take my scissors and snip it here, and I'm going to lay it out so that will be my canvas to put all my flowers on. I'm taking my glue gun and I'm going to be plugging it up in my wall, and I just want to put as a disclaimer, if you are under the age of 13 and you don't know how to use a glue gun, I highly suggest that you get an adult to use one with you, because glue burns from a hot glue gun sucks. Trust me, I know. Had it happen to me. Okay? And now pretty much right now what I'm going to do is to cut up my flowers and just cut flowers and just cut more flowers. Crucial part right now is just pretty much laying out all the cut flowers that I had done and putting them out to see how I would like my flowers to lay on my headband. Now I'm going by either the color or how the flower lays on the headband, or whether I like the style of the flower. Pretty much my mind is just a big ball of creativity right now, and so I'm just looking and eyeing and seeing how I want my flowers to lay out on my headband. I highly suggest that you do this first, because you do not want to put all these flowers on your headband and then next thing you know you make a mistake, and trust me, you don't want to mess it all up with the glue and the flowers. So please lay out your flowers if you would like to see how your flowers will be laid on your headband. Now if you don't have enough flowers, you can always go back in and cut some more flowers that you may necessarily need and see if that would add some more flavor to your headband, because I mean, hey, this is all about being creative and you can't limit yourself on your creativity. Where I'm pretty much laying out my headband, and I'm going to be putting my glue stick in my gun and starting to lay my flowers the way I pretty much lay out my pattern of how they're going to go on my band. It's going to be a really easy step to do. That's why I decided to speed this up, because it does get a little long, but yeah, self-explanatory. So So making all these great headbands is such a cheap and efficient way to do it. I mean, you go to Charlotte Russe and you go to Forever 21, these things are about $6 to $7, but I pretty much paid for everything to do these things under $20. And if I decided to make 10 or 15 of these things, they're literally probably $2 each that I pretty much spent on making these headbands. So I'm glad that this was a great way to not only just be cheap, but to be stylish in the same way. So beauty on a budget. So now that your flowers are pretty much laid on your band and you're waiting for them to dry, now you take your elastic band, whatever size you want to put it, whether you want the 1/2 inch size or the thick inch size, whatever you prefer, you can put it as your headband. So I'm deciding to use the 1/2 inch size, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be measuring the back of my head. So what I'm going to be doing is just taking the elastic band, measuring around my head, and going from the beginning of my ear to the other side of the beginning of my ear, and then take that, give it a snip, and then I'm going to take about a 1/2 inch from each side of it, so it will still have the elasticity. You want to make sure that the headband is not necessarily loose on your head, but you don't want to put it too tight, because you surely don't want to have a headache when you have this headband on. So you want to make sure that the headband is comfortable on your head, and yeah, make sure it's comfortable on your head. Your headband is done from this point on, but right now what I'm actually doing is some places that I have a little gaps where you can still see the headband, I pretty much just use my glue gun and just take some of the flower petals and cover over the black part of my headband, because I wanted to have a flawless look of all the colors and the flowers blending together. It. The video is pretty self-explanatory. Very easy steps to make your own flower headbands. Again, I do say if you are under the age of 13, just make sure that you have a parent around with you so you can be able to use a glue gun, because trust me, getting burnt by a glue gun is no joke. But other than that, I had made some more flower headbands. You can go crazy with these things. I decided to make this one pretty much with sunflowers, yellow sunflowers, and pink little flowers on it, which is really, really nice. And I decided to make it with a thick headband, well, thick elastic, excuse me, of this headband, so you can wear it thick or thin depending on what you want to do. It's your preference. I made this pretty orange one. I definitely wanted to just make one solid color headband, flower headband, and I like it. Orange, of course, is my favorite color, so I decided to make one of those. I made this big old gaudy one because I just wanted to, and it's just yellow flowers all across, and it's really nice, and really good to wear with any type of kind of simple look, because of course it's going to be the bold piece that stands out in your simple look. And of course the one that I made in the video, which was this one, I absolutely love this one. This one was a great one to make, and I like it. And of course the one that I have in my head, and this one is filled with pink, purple, and yellow flowers. So that's all. Please make sure you tag me on Instagram or Facebook if you decide to make your own flower headbands. I would love to see them and see all the different variations of how you guys put your flowers on your headbands. And until next time, you guys, take care.